we're on to step 3, which means you're pretty much done. And this is where we find out if a payment is due. So take this number right here, 61,647. So take this amount and enter it right here for quarter 4. That's your estimated AGI. Now, all of this happens for you automatically. This is your taxable income, your estimate. The reason it's about half the amount is because of all those things you entered up here. Next, this 4,607 is your tax calculated for your income tax. So that is income tax. Your self-employment tax is this amount right here. So these two combined are your total taxes, $10,314. However, we get to deduct estimated tax credits. So if you have a child tax credit, this is pretty convenient to look at your prior year tax return and see what you had. If you're not sure about these, leave them out and, you'll get a pleasant refund. So, in this case, there was 2 children or something, so it was 2,000. So total estimated taxes after tax credits, I'm reading the description, is 8,314. Remember, we only look at column 4. So the calculation, all you have to do to avoid a penalty is either pay in the lesser of 90% of this year's taxes, which is an estimate, this amount, which is 7,482, or 100% of last year's taxes, which is why I asked for that in the beginning. So 2,340. And that percentage goes up if your income is over 150,000. But the spreadsheet takes care of it. Don't worry about it. So regardless of how much this person makes this year in this example, they only need to pay $2,340 in total to avoid a penalty. So down here, you enter all of your tax payments that have been made so far. So this line is estimated quarterly tax payments. Hypothetically, we paid $4,500 in total all year. This would be income tax withheld from paychecks. So if you look at your final paycheck, if you don't have your W-2 yet, it should say withholdings to date. Enter that amount. Any other estimated taxes you might have paid throughout the year to the IRS, be sure to enter them there. Then you have your total estimated tax payments. And now I won't take you through this. This is a calculation for determining, is a payment required to avoid penalty? In this situation, no. If this was yes, like you can see it was showing in the first quarter, then the third question, payment not to be penalized, will have an amount. Ours says no payment for the fourth quarter because there isn't a payment required. However, a payment to not owe taxes at the end of the year is required. It says $814 needs to be paid to not owe at the end of the year. So going through this is nice. It can give you an idea of what your taxes could be. Now keep in mind, there's no way I could account for everything that's in TurboTax and tax software. So, take it with a grain of salt. It's an estimate. And it's more detailed than any other estimate I've seen.